Welcome to One Old Man's Opinion, episode 26. Just had to record this one. Melania Trump made a formal announcement from the White House about the people who've been trying to conflate her with Epstein events, Epstein's island, Epstein's airplane, Epstein's this, Epstein's whatever. And basically she gutted him. She did a spectacular job. And I'm going to quote some of her stuff here using my magic teleprompter. I'll try to leave a link to the whole thing in the bottom, or in the comments, so that if you want to watch the whole thing, which I recommend. So she says, the lies linking me with the disgraceful Jeffrey Epstein need to end today. And she goes through some of the things that have been done, some of the things she's been accused of. She says, I've never been friends with Epstein. Donald and I were invited to the same parties as Epstein from time to time, since overlapping in social circles is common. To be clear, I've never had a relationship with Epstein or his accomplice Maxwell. My email replies to Maxwell cannot be characterized as anything more than casual correspondence. She's not an Epstein victim. Epstein did not introduce her to Donald Trump. They met by chance at a party. She said at the time, meaning at the time she met Donald Trump, at the time I had never met Epstein and had no knowledge of his criminal undertakings. Then she says, numerous fake images and statements about Epstein and me have been circulating in social media for years. Be cautious about what you believe. These circulations and stories are completely false. I'm not a witness. My name has never appeared in court documents. The position statements, interviews surrounding the Epstein matter, I've never had any knowledge of Epstein's abuse of his victims. She was never involved in any capacity. She says the false smears about me from mean-spirited and politically motivated individuals and entities looking to cause damage to my good name to gain financially and climb politically must stop. And there is the crux of the whole thing. The people who are trying to get her implicated in all of this are simply out on a political mission. They're trying to get to Donald Trump through her. It's despicable. It's ugly. And she's putting a stop to it. She's got lawyers, and the lady has money. She was financially independent before she met Trump. She was a very successful model. She had her own line of merchandise. Lots of enterprises underway. The girl has her own money. And she's going after these clowns in a big way. To date, she says, several individuals and companies have been legally obligated to publicly apologize and retract their lies about me. And she names off a few. I'll only mention James Carville, the Raging Cajun. I used to live in New Orleans. In case none of you have ever been there, it's full of good people. Carville's an accident. She says, we must work openly and transparently to uncover the truth. I call on Congress to provide the women who have been victimized by Epstein with a public hearing specifically centered around the survivors. Give these victims their opportunity to testify under oath in front of Congress with the power of sworn testimony. Each and every woman should have her day to tell her story in public, if she wishes. And then her testimony should be permanently entered into the congressional record. Then, and only then, we will have the truth. This woman is spectacular. I'm old enough to remember several first ladies: Eleanor Roosevelt, Bess Truman, Mamie Eisenhower, Jackie Kennedy, up until Up until Melania, I thought Jackie was the all-time champ, but Melania is the queen of first ladies. She is super. She has class, she has poise, she's smart, she's wise, she's beautiful. The woman speaks 5 languages. Hello, English, Slavonic, or I think that's how you say it, Slavonic. Sorry, Melania. French, German, and Italian. She's no dummy. She's probably smarter than her husband. Well, I think somehow convincing this spectacular woman to marry him was the coolest, sharpest, most clever thing Donald Trump ever did. Mr. President, I love you. I voted for you 5 times, but this woman has way more class than you do. And that's one old man's opinion. Travel with God. Oh, there is one more thing. Like, subscribe, and share. We got to keep that algorithm warmed up.